What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you, but you know what we gotta do first. We gotta talk about those things that generate a little revenue, bring in a little money for the show. First and foremost, we're brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Do you know you can get this show ad-free, uncensored, and a little early every week? And you can get that on the Patreon. Patreon plans start as little as $3 a month. For less than the cost of a beer, you can support this show. Helps bring some booze in, helps bring the guests coming. So what are you waiting for? Stop getting ads. Stop getting censorship. Go to patreon.com/MattSlayer today. We are also brought to you by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. Pick yourself up a rad hat, an awesome shirt. Cover your shame in my wares. Tell the world you're a drinking buddy. Go to anwd.net/merch and pick yourself up something today. All right, let's get on with it. My guest this week is America's favorite teacher, the one, the only, Victoria Peaks. This conversation goes everywhere. Homeschooling, dead mailboxes, swinging, not a whole lot more. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We're gonna galactic makeover. And now we're thinking that they just might be right. I cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone. And now we drink.
Victoria, what the hell's going on?
Nothing much. Just sitting here drinking bourbon.
Speaking of which, I have to pour myself some.
You need to reach. Here you go.
Please. Feel so naked without it. So naked without
So raw.
my brown gold.
Gotcha.
How's your LA trip been so far?
It's been great. I'm really learning more and more about this place every time I come. Like the first time I was like looking around like I'm a tourist. Now I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in my room until I have to be somewhere.
There's good things about Hollywood.
There is great things about Hollywood. Like I just discovered that if the map says there's a restaurant there, doesn't mean that there's actually a restaurant there.
That is very accurate.
Or it'll be a different restaurant than what the map tells you.
Yeah, things tend to not survive, especially in Hollywood proper, where like a lot of things are very touristy and a lot of turnover and like
Yeah.
things disappear pretty quick.
Yeah, like I went to dinner tonight and I thought I was going to eat Italian and I ended up eating salmon, so I'm not complaining, but I was like, there's this new Italian restaurant. Let's go. Or not new. I don't know how long it's been there. But and then I show up and they're like, no, that place has not been here in like 10 years. I'm like, oh, the big sign out on the building is still there.
I'm trying to think of where you were. Trying to think of an Italian place that went under in the neighborhood.
I can tell you. Am I allowed to say names?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Soprano.
Oh. Right over on Vine?
Yeah, it's not Soprano. It's like...
I don't think Soprano ever actually opened.
Yeah, I think that's what they were telling us when I walked in. Because in the map, it looks, the restaurant that's there, I forgot that one's name. Butter, like something, I don't know. But it looked like it was on the roof. And then Soprano was supposed to be like downstairs. So when we saw that you went into the other one that was supposed to be on the roof, I was like, well, that ain't it. That's the way to go up to the top one. And we're sitting around looking for, so we ended up going in there. We're like, where's Soprano? And they're like, I don't think, it's never been here. There's a big ass sign outside.
Yeah, so that space has been a bunch of different spots.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite bars in Hollywood is actually attached to that in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like, there's been a couple points where they're like, oh, we may have to shut down because the new owners of the main restaurant are going to take over the space. And then they all fail. And then my bar, Lost Property, has always still been there. So
Yeah, well, it's a good bar then.
yeah, it's one of the best cocktail bars in LA.
Oh, I need to go there then.
Yeah, it's a kind of a recessed door, like around the corner from the entrance to where Soprano is.
What's the name of it?
Lost Property.
Lost Property.
Yep, right at Hollywood and Vine.
Okay, so that's where I'm going when I leave here.
Hell yeah.
I saw that they opened up a thing called like Frosty's Bar. And I was like, is it all Christmas themed?
Mhm.
And then I started looking at all the cocktails. I was like, that all sounds like a bunch of sugar. So that was one that I saw that I was like, oh, that's interesting. That wasn't here last time I was here.
Oh, yeah, that's way down the boulevard. That's in tourist land.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, I didn't. No. After I started looking at the menu, I was like, no. Let's just go buy us a bottle at the liquor store and go back to the room.
So what is your like type of restaurant spot? Like, what are you looking for in the way of restaurants?
Well, it's according to what kind of mood I'm in, but I'll always love spicy chicken.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we probably have more Nashville hot chicken here in LA than Nashville does.
I think so. Well, there's everywhere. There's like some of the most unique names here when it comes to hot chicken. Like, I think it was like literally called effing hot chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
Yeah, best effing hot chicken. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was called. Yep. So I'm like, maybe I should try that. And then I'm like, grandmama's was better.
Judging by their pizza, because the best effing pizza also is a different location.
Oh, yeah?
Judging by their pizza, I wouldn't go for them for the hot chicken. No shade to them. They're in the neighborhood, but it's just like, you're not the best effing pizza.
It's a cool name, though.
Yeah, no, it's eye-catching. It's like, oh, shit. Well, if you're willing to put that on the sign,
yes,
you must believe it.
Yes. It's like going to a coffee shop that has a sign that says award-winning coffee, and they end up selling you Folgers. I'm like, what is this?
I'm sure Folgers won some award somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was great. The commercials were amazing.
Best part of waking up
is Folgers in your cup.
See? We're of that age. We understand. The youngins are like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
What? We're 30 seconds in. Why aren't they talking about fucking yet?
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, people have to eat.
What?
I know, Victoria. I know.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
Oh, you don't eat unless if it's an anal scene.
Well, you eat gummy bears.
Okay. I haven't heard that story. I don't know that one.
You've never heard about? Really?
I don't know anything about gummy bears and anal.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people will eat gummy bears the day before because the gelatin, the way it digests, it does not produce leakage.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there scientific proof on this?
It's porn. There's no science here.
There's always science behind something.
No, it's all wives' tales and anecdotal evidence.
That is true.
Like, we don't have the porno lab, running a controlled study. Like, okay, we're going to take these 40 porn stars. Y'all are the control group. You guys are the gummy bear group. And we'll see who leaks the most tomorrow on set.
But we have to have like the biggest cocks coming in. It has to be the same cocks that are fucking them in the ass, because then it could be a difference on the size of the cock.
Oh, yeah. I mean, throw off the whole study.
I know, right?
Just got to like put Dread or Brickzilla to work.
I used to be a scientist. I know these things.
Oh my God, you did something before porn? Oh my God, no.
Oh, no, I've lived and breathed porn since I came out the womb. That was me.
Oh, hopefully not since you came out the womb. Since you were of a legal age.
Oh, yes. Legal age.
They just kept you in stasis till 18.
Yeah.
No life experiences, just right out of the pod, right to set.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You gotta eat.
Right.
So how many times have you been to LA?
A shit ton. Yeah.
You're a bunch.
Yeah.
There are any places that like are go-to spots that you have to hit while you're here?
Well, actually, yeah. Not necessarily a spot that I just absolutely have to go to, but I've kind of made it this tradition that every time I'm here, I always do the Hollywood hack, because I typically stay in like the cheapest hotel room that I can find, and it doesn't have a gym. So to keep myself busy, I find like hacks. I like to hack. I hack a lot. And so the first time I hacked it was like the worst experience ever, because I'm looking like on this app, and I was starting like all the way at the Griffith Observatory.
Oh no.
And it's like, oh, it's only a 5-mile hike, 2 hours. Okay, great. I can do that. 4 hours, 10 miles later, I finally find the fucking Hollywood sign where it's up close and personal. And then I look over and there's like a little parking lot right there. I was like, I could have came there the whole fucking time.
Oh yeah, Lake Hollywood Park.
Yeah.
It's right there.
I'm like, it was great. But now that I know, every time I come here, I always do the Hollywood sign hack. I go front of it, behind it, in the front and behind.
You tag it a little bit. You know, be like, Victoria was here.
Yeah. Start putting a little lock on the fence.
Just to prove you were here.
Yeah.
So what else the hell do you do for fun? You're hiking, checking out some restaurants. What does Victoria do for fun?
I love coaching. I do that for fun. Like whenever I'm not shooting porn, I like coaching. I like being at the ball field teaching. I was a big athlete in college, and a lot of people don't know that, but I was I was a big athlete in college, and it actually paid my college, both my degrees. So being able to give back and teach the little ones, and get them, their athletic start, I think that's one thing I really do enjoy doing. I love hiking.
What are you coaching?
Well, I started helping out with like baseball and softball, but mainly cheerleading. And I've helped with some gymnastics, but I love coaching cheerleading. Cheerleading is what the biggest, between cheerleading and track is what paid for my colleges, along with a few other things. But I was one of those people that I grew up hating cheerleaders, but I was always a cheerleader. But they
Was
didn't
it
have,
self-loathing? What?
no, they didn't have gymnastics teams, so they only had cheer squads. But no, I do. I loved everybody. I wasn't like your typical cheerleader growing up. I was like, I hung out with more non-cheerleaders than cheerleaders, but I would be like the captain of the team.
I hate all of you, but you work for me.
No, I didn't
I'm your
hate
captain.
them. I loved everybody.
You were just like, I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now.
I was a nerd though. So I was a big math nerd on top of being like captain of the cheer squad and like main girls track runner. And I'm like, but I'm a nerd. I like math.
What the hell, Victoria? Just showing off. What didn't you do?
I didn't play basketball.
Well, I understand. Seeing your stature,
Anything with balls, unless I'm sucking them, I wasn't very good at it. I was a good gymnast, though.
for those of you who don't know, gymnastics generally does not involve balls.
Mm-mm. It does not.
Just, you never know with the audience. You never know what people know and what they don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of ball they use in gymnastics.
There ain't no balls there.
There aren't.
Mm-mm.
There aren't. So you're coaching and doing all that stuff these days,
Mm-hmm.
and just being a mom.
Yep. That's what I do.
Well, that's cool.
Uh-huh. I know, it's kind of lame. It's like, oh, what? You're not cool outside of your job? No, I'm just a typical girl next door. That's it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's the beauty of this industry. Is anyone can come from any walk of life, as long as you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
And willing to market yourself. Like, you can have a career here.
Yep. Absolutely.
Any body type, any like background.
Yes.
This industry doesn't discriminate.
It does not. And I absolutely love that because I've had a few jobs in my day and you see that discrimination in so many other places. And the adult industry is so welcoming. It's so welcoming.
Well, and that's one of the beauties of like the OnlyFans revolution is just like, you don't have to be in Vegas, LA, or Miami to have a successful career anymore either.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Because in those, back in the day, like a gatekeeper had to sign off on you.
Yeah.
They had to discover you in the first place, sign off on you, and then you had to wait by your phone to see if you got bookings.
Yeah. Lots of Polaroids.
A lot of pretty girls go-sees,
Yeah.
especially if you're a model that lived out of town. Like, every time you come back to LA, you'd have to go do go-sees and shit like that. Be like, do you still look the same?
Yeah, and back in the day, you had to drive there and stay a good chunk of time and not ever be guaranteed if you got work or not. Like, you'd have to be there.
Yep.
If you didn't live there, you still had to be there.
At your own expense.
Mm-hmm. Yep, at your own expense.
And that would definitely, be a drawback with the kids. I'm assuming you don't want to raise them in LA or Miami or Vegas.
Well, I never have, but I mean,
Have you thought about it?
have I thought about moving from small town life to city life?
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually have. I have thought about moving away and closer to where I could get more work. But I'm getting good enough work right now. I think I want to wait because my kids are still kind of younger-ish.
But wouldn't you want to move them before they establish like close friends? And
Well, they've already established that. That's kind of the hardest
Oh.
part. Like, I have a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old.
they're not that young. Okay.
Yeah. My youngest is 8, so they're young to me. So my 8-year-old would probably be okay to pack up and leave, but my 16-year-old mild be a little angry. But you know
So
what? He
just
would probably be the one push me. Like, come on, Mom, let's go.
Would you put them in private school or would you keep them in public school? What would you do with them here?
Well, I actually homeschooled my kids for a while. That would probably be something that I would think about doing at first. But then, I don't know. I guess it's according to where I was, probably public school.
Well, the thing about it is, like, if you're coming out here to get more work, how are you going to have time to homeschool them?
Exactly. So that's why I would probably, I don't know, I'd have to do my research on the schools. But I mean, at the end of the day, all schools are the same, whether you're.
Oh, no, they are
They're
not.
not. They're not?
Oh, no. Like, if you end up in Vegas, Clark County has some of the worst schools in the country.
Oh, okay.
That's why anyone with any money puts their kids in private school in Vegas.
Oh, okay. So don't move to Vegas. Okay.
Well, don't move to Vegas unless you're planning to pay for education.
Yeah. Well, yeah, don't move my kids unless I plan on paying. But, you know, it would be, if you're getting more work, it would weigh itself out.
Okay, maybe that's changed.
Are they better now?
Apparently. But at one point, they were definitely ranked some of the worst schools in the nation.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I have a kind of grudge against public schools, too. Just because, you know, I was there so long, which is one of the reasons why I pulled my kids out of public school. I started homeschooling them. But I guess it would be according to the area and the type of schools, because not all the schools are the same. But all in all, it's government ran and it all sucks. It's just glorified babysitters.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know better than anyone else. Like,
Yeah.
y'all were criminally underpaid.
Oh, yeah.
People generally give a fuck as much as they're getting paid.
Exactly. That is true. And I mean, when it comes to public school, kids are now with their teachers in the day more than they are with their parents. So, I mean, they don't have structure anywhere but school anymore. So,
Well, modern world, parents got to go work.
yeah.
Hell, it was like that when I was growing up. Like, my dad worked 2 jobs. I basically raised my fucking self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look where I turned out, internet.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah.
Huh?
In my 40s with roommates. Don't own property.
Well, but you love the place that you live.
I do. And
That's what matters. It doesn't matter of how one person's establishments might be different than another person's establishments. But at the end of the day, as long as you're happy.
whoa, breaks. Who said I was happy?
Ah!
Who said that? I don't remember those words coming out of my mouth.
Well, you're always laughing.
Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of the sad clown?
Oh.
I'm just fucking around. I am not having a bad time, folks. Don't worry about me. No, but I also gave up on a corporate job. Like, I worked in corporate America, like, had a decent upper middle class job for a decade. Like, it was just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I am killing myself to make someone else a bunch of money.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, I make comfortable money, but I'm not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination. Like, had a condo in my 20s. I'm just like, fuck this. Like, all home ownership actually did for me was kept me in Chicago longer than I wanted to be there.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of whenever I grew up. I was a very small town country girl, so I did exactly what I was told. I went to college. I got a husband. I had babies. And I went and got a corporate job. Clock in, clock out. I did everything I was supposed to do, and it was awful.
Whoa, your husband's in the room.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I love him. I love my kids. But I'm telling you, it was very, like, it just got to a point where we were just going through the motions.
Oh, yeah, it's no way to live life.
Yeah, just going through the motions. And no, I was like, no, my life is meant to do something better than this.
It's your life. You only get one of them.
Yeah.
Why should you live by the expectations of someone else who isn't living your life?
Yeah. And I just want to tell everybody, don't wait until something like drastically changes in your life to realize that life is short. Just listen to me. Life is too short. Be happy. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Pursue happiness. Like, you may not necessarily be happy right here, right now, but pursue it.
Yes.
At least actively pursue it.
Yeah.
But so many people are unwilling to get out of their safety zone. Like, this is the evil they know. They may be fucking miserable, but they know this misery. They don't know what anything else can bring, and they're just fucking afraid.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I was there once. But I'm just saying, don't let, like, a lot of people will have, like, that near-death experience. And they're like, oh, and then I realized how short life was. And then that's what changed your life. Don't wait for that moment.
What got you over it?
Well, I had that. I got really sick. And it got to a point where I'm like, life is too short. This fucking sucks. And then when I was teaching, I liked teaching, but I hated the education system. And it is one of the only jobs that the better you are at your job, the more responsibilities you get with no pay.
Well, that's most jobs.
But I mean, at least you get an award or recognition of some sort, not just, 100 more kids and extra jobs and conferences that you have to go to. But I don't know. It wasn't for me. And I never in my life said I ever wanted to be a teacher. I never went to school to be a teacher. I never, when I was a kid, said, one day I'm going to grow up to be a teacher. It was just a job that fell into my lap, and I had children, so that's what I had to do.
Well, I feel like for most people.
Yeah.
At career day, how many people are like, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be president, and how many of those people end up doing any of those fucking jobs?
Yeah.
How many people do you know? You have a degree, you have 2 degrees. How many people do you know that actually work in the field that they got the degree in?
Oh, like 1.
Right.
And it's a teacher that went to school for education.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that was a decision made as a young adult, not even as a,
yeah,
bright-eyed, bushy fucking child being like,
now they hate teaching.
A lot of things are presented as like, this is awesome. This is I'm doing a good thing. I'm raising the next generation. I'm helping the next generation, improving society. Like that's what a teacher's job should be.
Yeah.
Instead, it ends up being a lot of bureaucratic bullshit, overworked, underpaid. They changed the tax code so y'all couldn't even write off supplies you're buying out of your own pocket.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, hey, you're already underpaid and now you can't even write off. There's like, yeah, it's fucked. Like, why would anyone want that job?
Mm-hmm. I remember at one point, and you mentioned not being able to write off anything. There was at one point that the school I was teaching at didn't have textbooks. And so we did everything through like packets and worksheets. And then our entire school just ran out of money and couldn't afford computer paper. So I am literally telling my students, I'll give you extra credit if you bring me a pack of computer paper. So because I couldn't, that's all we had. We didn't have textbooks, and now we don't have computer paper. So what am I supposed to do to teach these children? It's sad that that's the way it has developed for our young mind. These are the kids going to be wiping my ass one day when I'm old.
Well, hopefully your children will be that you homeschooled.
No, I don't homeschool them anymore.
Well, you did at one point.
I did, because I was just so frustrated with the public school system. But now they're back in there, and it's sports. Sports put them back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a very competitive league at homeschool.
No, it's not. They have their homeschooling leagues, but no, it's not very fun. And not as much.
No, and I'm sure that also interferes with what you're trying to accomplish too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I was homeschooling and I would go off to work, it would be great at first and they'd get all their work done. And then the next time I'd leave, everything would be done but one thing. Oh, I didn't know how to do it. Okay, we'll work on it. And then the next time, only half of it's done. To a point where I come back from being gone for 5 days and nothing was done. I was like, yep, time to go back to public school. Let's go.
Did you use stolen packets to teach them with? Since you already just had those packets, did you just take the packets home?
Well, that's one good thing about teaching. The curriculum that I taught, I wrote. So it was mine anyways, even though they take credit for it. So, but in school, I taught every subject except for history. So I was pretty much good on every front except for history. So I just kind of went on National Geographic Channel and said, here, let's watch this for an hour today.
Hey, YouTube is, of all subjects, YouTube is a great resource for history.
It really is. I ended up finding some really cool stuff on YouTube, and literally YouTube taught history while I was...
It's mom's nap time. You all watch this. It's the equivalent of when we were in school and they pushed the VCR on the cart in. You watch the YouTube, but I'm gonna be in the teacher's lounge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was what I did. Or we'd be sitting there watching something on American Revolution, and by the end of it, me and my sons both go, yeah, snoozing together.
How can you write him up if you're asleep too?
I don't know. It worked out though.
I mean, that's an awkward parent-teacher conference when you have to have it with your husband. Can you believe what your child's doing?
Yeah, right? As soon as he comes in, can you whip his ass? This is what happened today. You know how many times I want to look at a parent when I was teaching and be like, can you just whip their ass one good time?
They might understand some consequences if they just, a little corporal punishment.
Yeah. Yeah.
The world might be a better place if we went back to hitting kids. I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding.
Hit them appropriately.
What's an appropriate way to hit a child?
I don't know. Like,
open hand.
I don't know.
I have no children. No one should let me educate their children.
My grandma used to make me pick my own switch, and I had marks for weeks when I got bees. So I don't think we could do that now.
They tend to frown on such things these days. It's a good way to get a vacation from your kids, though.
Yeah.
You call CPS, they just take them away for a little while.
Yeah, it's one of those like, well, I'll be out of jail before you get out the hospital.
Yeah.
Respect comes with fear.
Is how historically a lot of things have been done in human society.
Yeah, see, history taught me that. I learned that from YouTube.
Exactly. Well, in all reality, almost all society really works because of the underlying threat of violence. Like, all authority comes from the underlying threat of violence. Like, if you commit enough crimes, the police will commit violence against you. Yeah. It's a good reason not to. I mean, besides not doing it to be a halfway decent human being. But if you don't have that morality, the threat of violence should stop you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that.
That's how we got to be America. Like, a lot of other people were living here before us, and then violence happened, and, well, America.
America. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Well, I was, speaking of YouTube history channels, watched a small clip on, why we only annexed so much of Mexico in the American-Mexican War. Uh-huh. It's like, oh, well, the government actually wanted to annex a lot more of Mexico, and the person they sent to negotiate kind of sabotaged the negotiations because he didn't believe in, American tyranny. He's like, we can't be a proper republic if, we're being an empire.
Oh, I didn't know none of that.
Yeah, and it was just like,
YouTube did not teach me this.
Oh, I will send you links.
Okay, be my homeschool teacher.
This is going to end poorly. I'm only really qualified to teach podcasting, alcohol, and maybe some stuff about the adult industry. Think that's about the extent of my qualifications. Yeah. I am wildly uneducated. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, when it comes to history, I don't know. I'm one of those people, if you don't want history to repeat itself, stop teaching it. Because you're just teaching us what to do or what not to do and try to do it in a different way, which just leads to terrible things.
Yeah, but if you're not educated on like what the people that are educated on it could try to pull, you don't know what to stop.
I just can't remember that much. That's why I'm so good with numbers. Because in math, you don't have to remember. It just derives from the little things. It's like stairs. If you know how to do the little things, then the complicated things are real easy. You just got to do the little things all together. But then with history, it's like you have to learn what this was, and then a timeline, and you have to remember everything. And I'm like, I don't have that kind of brain capacity.
The problem with history is like it can get so granular on what you need to know to actually understand like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it boggles my mind like that I didn't realize this till later in life that like, oh, the Russian Revolution and World War I were happening at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like not really clearly taught like that when I was in school. It was just like, well, here's World War I and here's the interwar period. This led to World War II. Mm-hmm. Oh, and communism's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a Russian Revolution. Like, yeah, it didn't really mention that like losing during World War I and other horrible conditions in Russia kind of what led to the Soviet revolution.
Yeah. I actually learned more history trying to teach my son history than I did when I was in school. Because I didn't listen. But I was good at math. That's all. That was my excuse for everything. I'm good at math.
What was the highest level of math you took?
Oh man, it got to a point where in college I had to take graduate classes because there's no more math classes that I can take. Yeah, so I'm anything from abstract to I don't know. There's so many complicated differential equations. It was tough, but it was so exciting.
How much of that stuff do you use to this day?
None. I'm a very good problem solver.
Well, good. That's an important skill to have. Like,
it is. Yeah. So that's one thing. When I was teaching math, they were like, well, when am I ever going to use this in life? And I'm like, well, you're right. You're never going to need to know how to find the slope of a line in life. But
Maybe if you're an engineer.
well, yeah. Some specifics, yeah, but you will need to know how to find a problem and strategically think on how to come up with the answer.
Honestly, I feel like algebra should probably be taught more than anything because algebra is all about trying to figure out how to solve this problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have an unknown variable.
Mm-hmm.
How do we figure out what this variable is to solve this problem?
Mm-hmm. And that's everyday life.
Right.
We have this problem. How do we come up with a solution?
And without having all the presented information.
Yes. But that's one good thing about math, too. And this is why I was saying math is beautiful. There's 101 different ways that you can do a certain math problem, but there's only one answer. So it's so fine. Like there's only one, unless you get, okay, there's a lot of like theories and math and all that stuff. But when it comes down to the raw grits of math, there's only one answer. And there's 101 different ways to get there. It's just so beautiful because at the end of the day, there's only one answer. It's so less complicated than what we make it.
It is if you're doing it correctly, but I'm sure you've seen on the internet as many times as I have where they put fairly complex problems where like, there's the brackets and all that. And like people don't know proper order of operations. So the internet's getting 100 different answers.
Well, that's your key that you just said there. They don't know proper orders of operations, which is something that you learn in elementary school. So if you don't know the little stuff, you're not going to be able to do the complicated stuff.
Well, I agree.
Uh-huh.
And part of the problem with the American education system.
Yes, it is. Because they don't teach you that there's 101 different ways. They just teach you the one way, and they say that this is the way to do it to pass this test to make me look like a better teacher.
Well, and to get more funding.
Yes. Because the more tests the more that are passed, the more money you get.
Right, which seems counterintuitive. You'd think the people that are doing worse should get more money.
Yes.
Like, you're obviously making good with what you have.
Yes.
Why do you need more funding?
I said that. You know how many times I've said this? But they don't listen to me.
Well, why don't you run for office?
I was just a teacher.
So what? It's a representative government. You could run for office.
Maybe that's my goal.
How many followers does your local representative have in your district? I'm not going to ask you to dox yourself. I'm not going to say it on there, but
I don't know.
But you should Google it because some of them have remarkably low follower counts.
Oh, if I have more followers than my government, there's a problem there.
Right. You can primary people. You should be like, hey, you should propose an education bill. Well, or I could primary you. I have lots of fans.
Ah.
I mean, how hard would it be for you to fundraise to run against, someone at the state level, like a state assembly person?
Oh, if I can get them to send money to do my nails.
I'm sure you can get them to fund your campaign.
Now you got my mind. I'm going.
Right. You probably have a better publicist than your local assembly person.
Most likely, 100% I do.
Right. So you could run a campaign and then you could, try to push through that education bill for your state.
Mm-hmm. Teacher turned porn star, now politician.
Yeah.
I like it. But can I still do porn if I'm in politics?
I don't think there's anything against the law that says you can't.
No.
Well, so there's the whole legal gray area of shooting pornography outside of California and Nevada.
Oh.
And New Hampshire.
Oh.
Are you aware of this?
I'm not.
So pornography is only actually legal to shoot in California because of a 1981 Supreme Court ruling, state Supreme Court ruling.
Oh. So I do need to move here.
Technically. New Hampshire is also for the similar thing. And there's a court opinion from the Nevada State Supreme Court upholding the California ruling, but it's never been challenged.
Okay.
The Freeman ruling said that it's an artistic expression and a producer is not committing pandering. Where in other states, you very much could be charged with prostitution, pandering, stuff like that. If in modern times, they almost never bring those charges against anyone. Like Florida is definitely actually not legal to shoot porn.
Really?
Yeah.
And there's companies there.
Yeah. Oh, no. Law enforcement has much better fucking things to do.
Of course.
Than pursue people making consensual porn.
You just taught me something. I had no idea.
It's a weird world. That
is weird. Especially there's so many companies in Vegas too.
Well, because they have the state Supreme Court ruling opinion that upholds California's ruling in Nevada.
Yeah.
Like, it would take someone really pissing off someone in like law enforcement or government to get shut down,
Yeah.
to then have to bring it to their state Supreme Court to get an official ruling.
Mhm.
But they issued an opinion a couple of years
Shoot,
back.
all the time in DC. I didn't think it was.
Oh yeah, it's technically not legal.
Huh. Well, I've always lived on the wild side.
Well, for sure. But it's also one of those things where, like, how's anyone going to know?
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, say you shoot with someone and they're like, take it down.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing to do with the industry anymore. Take it down. You got a 2257 from them. You got the model release. You got everything. Because you cannot sign a contract for an illegal act,
That's true.
that model release may not hold up if they were to actually press you on it about taking it down.
That's good to know too. Not had that issue, but I know people that have.
Right. That's why in a lot of cases, like if people are shooting outside of California, they're just like, fuck it, I'm just taking the scene down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just at that point where if somebody asks me to take the scene down, I'll take it down. But I've not been asked yet. But I guess I'm too new.
Well, the question is, are these scenes that are collabs, or are these scenes where you're actually paying someone?
Collabs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the right thing to do then.
Yeah.
But like if you were a producer and you paid someone for the time and like they're sober, cognizant of what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're paying for the set, the videographer, the editing, all these expenses that go into producing an actual scene, and then they decide after the fact, like they've gotten their pay, they've gotten their agreed upon rate, and they're like, hey, can you take that down? And you haven't recouped your costs. What's your thoughts on that?
That's fucked up. Like, and legally they'd have to take it down.
If it was shot outside of California, Nevada, or New Hampshire, yes. Or they wouldn't have a legal leg to stand on if someone brought it.
I mean, if somebody did that, was doing that just simply to get the money, I think they'd be blacklisted pretty fast.
Well, I don't think it's someone who's definitely not someone who's looking to do it just to get the money. Generally, it's someone who's like, I'm trying to get out of the industry.
yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it's someone who got into a fucking vanilla relationship with someone who was not cool with their former life. Is generally.
No, that's something like people come and go in the industry so fast. And I heard that whenever I first got into it, they're like, if you make it past a year, you're good. And then there's a year, and then there's a 3 year, and then there's like a 5 year like window. Most people don't make it past that year, but if you make it past that year and you end up falling out, it is typically because you got a boyfriend.
Oh yeah, the Captain Save a Ho is real.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why you get into the industry and you already have a husband.
That's one of the beauties of like being an established actual fucking adults getting into the industry.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's so many of these 18 and 19-year-olds that get into the industry and then now they want to have families and babies. And it's like, can you take this down? Because I don't want my kids to see. Well, no, you should have thought about this when you were 18 and 19-year-old. This shit's up there forever.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Even if I take it down, I'm sure there's 100 people out there that took this video and claimed it as their own and put it out there.
100%. And that's where like I've seen some parts of the industry be like, no, they're asking to take it down. You're a scumbag for not taking it down. Like
Yeah.
a recent one where a model passed on, like she had passed, and her
Uh-huh.
family was requesting that her scenes get taken down.
Uh-huh.
And on one hand, it's like a lot of the industry was screaming at the producer, like, you're a piece of shit for not taking it down.
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, it's like, do we know if this was actually her wishes or if it, her family and her wishes are two separate things?
Yeah.
Like maybe she wanted that to be her legacy.
I know that would be like if I died and my family said to take it all down. No, that was my hard work. I spent my lifetime doing this work and I want to be remembered. I don't want it to be just like shoved under the grave. No, I want it to be out there. So true. Is it? Oh, that would be hard. But I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody asked you to take it down and I don't know.
It's a rough question because it's like,
Yeah.
it's the same
That's
scenario.
something I need to put in my wheel.
I think so.
Yeah. Keep my porn live and well. You can shut down my teaching degree though.
I mean, we have it on camera here too. But
Yes. In my will, please keep my porn up. Because then you'd be more famous after you die. Isn't that the way things go?
oh, it definitely does. I mean, depending on how you go, they may do a whole in memoriam at AVN during the awards show.
Oh man, one day, hopefully, whenever I'm dead, I'm going to be looking down from heaven at AVN to make sure my picture pops up. And if it doesn't, I'm haunting you until
Who you
my
haunting?
picture pops.
Who are you haunting at
I'm
ABM?
haunting everybody at AVN. I'm going to start with Brian because he's their publicist. Like,
BSGPR, Brian Gross, you're getting haunted first.
yeah, so you better put my name up there, whatever. My picture, my name, when I die, that's my goal in life.
So what do you want the picture to be? You want to be something tasteful, or do you want to be like, ah?
I want like tits out, like fucking dicks in my mouth. That's what I want. Nothing tasteful. I mean, it was very tasteful to put dicks in my mouth.
In memoriam, just in black and white, just ah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your husband's on stage just accepting your award while this is just next to you, just like, this is how she would have wanted.
Yes. This is what she wanted. To go with big black cocks in her mouth.
Brian, make it happen. Hopefully no time soon. Hopefully.
It's not anytime soon.
But we all got to go eventually. So
I at least want to make it till I'm 40. Beyond that would be great.
Got like 20 years.
Oh yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm not a math teacher. Do you expect me to do a simple addition? What show do you think you're on? Come on.
Everybody can add.
No.
Okay, so here's a question for you. When you go to the restaurant and you have to give a tip, do you pull out your calculator?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you have a standard, like, I tip this no matter what my bill is? Or do you actually calculate the 20% or 15% or whatever you want to give in your head?
Yeah, I do it in my head.
Oh, so many people don't do it in their head. They pull out their calculators
Yeah, well, okay.
on their phone.
A real easy way in LA is it's 9.5% tax. Just double tax.
Oh. I did. Okay, that's only in LA?
Well, depending on what your local tax rate is.
Yeah.
But in a lot of places, tax is 9 to 10%.
Yeah. So just take the tax and double it.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I actually know people like before like cell phones. Wow. Before cell phones, they would have like little cards that you would put in your wallet. Like, and it would pull out and it'd be like a tip, like cheat sheet.
Well, that's why so many places have it on the receipt now of like what the percentages would be.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
But the problem is you got to check the math on that because sometimes those are fucking lies.
But you always have to check your bill too because they always try to slip somebody else's drink in your in your ticket. So you always check it, especially if you're having drinks too. Make sure that your bill is.
Well, that's why a lot of Gen Zs don't open tabs. They just fucking pay for each check. Like even with the cards, like close it.
Yeah. Because there's been so many times that I had to be like, no, I did not drink this, or this. I did drink that, and that, and that. Yeah.
The way I look at it is like, if you're stealing a drink on my fucking tab, you probably needed it.
You probably really needed it. But I know people that came out of the bar and they're like, yeah, I want to close my tab. They're like, oh, it's like $700. And I'm like, did you even drink that much?
It's easy to do here.
It is. It is easy to do nowadays at the bar. Because I mean, you get a double bourbon on the rocks, and it's like $30. I'm like, what the fuck? I could go buy the whole bottle for that.
Well, unfortunately here in Los Angeles, our servers make actual minimum wage.
Oh.
So they're making 17 and change. So that cost is just passed right on to the consumer.
Yeah.
Then you also have our astronomical rents.
Mm-hmm.
Our commercial rents, that's why all those restaurants are just...
Yeah.
So that cost is passed on to the consumer too, plus the cost of the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Plus if you're in a decent bar, it's like, well, the fruit, the garnish, all that shit ain't free. The electric ain't free.
Mm-hmm.
All that's, they still got to turn a profit.
That's a lot of things that people don't realize whenever they're like, oh, I'm going to fight for more minimum wage. Well, the more minimum wages, the more companies have to spend, which is now you have to pay more for your products, and costs is everywhere going to go up. So
it is, but
it's bittersweet.
But it's also on the flip side, like ideally, if minimum wage goes up, all the wages are going to go up.
Yes.
Because if you're like, oh, Well, if I can make $17 an hour doing anything,
Yeah.
why am I going to put up with your bullshit job for 20?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And the fact that college degrees are so expensive now. And when you get out of college, you can't find a job.
Well, yeah.
So it's now you're getting a job that doesn't pay you enough to pay your student loans on top of everyday living. Yeah, it's so bittersweet.
Well, and that's the problem with AI is because AI is replacing a lot of those entry-level jobs.
Yes. Okay, so I'm taking this pole class and I have this girl, amazing woman. And, you need this? You need some? He got the new bottle. Here, this one's still open. Just chug it out the bottle.
Trying to withhold my alcohol from me.
Yes. Well, there's only a little bit left.
And it's
but
gone.
there's a whole nother bottle there.
Well, yeah, that's why
I'm happy.
That's why I purchased the second bottle.
But no, she's this amazing girl. But she has told me, she's like, yeah, I went and I spent all this money on this college degree, and now the job doesn't even exist because of AI.
Yep.
And she's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, well, you can fuck for a living.
Yeah, but that's not even guaranteed.
She's so beautiful. So
yeah, but
totally make it.
Just because you're beautiful does not mean you'll fucking make it.
True, but
there are
I'm going to tell her, like, hey, we need to practice this a little bit. Let me go down on you. You go down on me, and I'll tell you if you can.
You're just trying to get laid.
Okay, maybe.
You are just trying to get laid.
Yeah, it happens. Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I'm just calling you out on your bullshit here. You're just trying to get laid.
Okay, yeah, I am. I would love to lick her pussy.
Well, you should tell her that.
I have.
You should convince her. Well, not if she's saying no, you should respect her boundaries.
Yes. I just had to convince her husband.
Well, just set up a threesome.
There we go. Oh, see, you're so smart.
Don't tell them that. I'm not supposed to know that shit. And the reality is, beauty is like fucking diamonds.
Yeah.
It's artificial scarcity. Like, diamonds are only rare because De Beers fucking hoards them. Beauty's everywhere. Beauty can be purchased these days.
Oh, absolutely.
So just being beautiful isn't enough. This is a marketing job.
And who's to say what beautiful is?
Oh.
Your beautiful is totally different than my beautiful, which is totally different than somebody else's beautiful.
Right. There, like many things, there are some things that are more commonly accepted than others. There's something like, oh, that is a traditional beauty standard. Doesn't mean that there isn't a niche that someone can fucking fill.
There's a niche for everything.
100%. But it's also how you market it. Because you could have the best product in the world, and if no one knows it exists, it does not fucking matter. You could be the hottest girl ever. You could do the nastiest, filthiest things on film for your own OF. And then if you don't market it well, if no one fucking knows about it, it does not matter. You are diddling yourself. You are fucking people on cam for $100 a month if you're lucky.
Yeah. That is true. It's all about the marketing. It's not only in adult industry either. It's in all careers. Like, you have to constantly market yourself to be better than the next person, because there's always going to be 100 other people out there that can do everything you do. What singles you out? What makes you different? Why should they choose you over them? And that's marketing.
Well, I mean, that's all a resume is. A resume is you marketing yourself to a hiring manager. But the difference between there is once you convince that gatekeeper, you have a steady salary.
Yep.
Doing any other form of entertainment, you might be able to convince one person. You may be able to kill 100 people. You may be able to convince 1,000 people. But you have to keep convincing them.
Yep.
You're only as good as your last fucking project.
Yep.
You cannot sit by and just be like, oh, yeah, I was hot once.
Oh, that is so true. Oh, yeah. At one time, I was really, really great. Well, what about now?
Yeah.
What do you gotta get? What do you gotta put on the table at this moment?
Yeah. What are you offering us now? Attention spans are fucking tiny.
Very, very tiny. So it's like, what, and plus you always have to be evolving as well. So what was working for you a year ago might not be working for you right now. You always have to better yourself. And every project you do has to be something better.
It does.
It can all, I mean, like, I love fucking black men. I do.
Cool.
And I can continue to fuck black men. But
I hope so.
every project that I have, I can make better. Like this one would be 1 black man, this one would be 2 black men, this one would be 3 black men.
This one will be 10 black men.
Oh my God, that's a dream.
Why aren't you making it happen?
I can make.
There are more than 10 black men in the industry.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but nobody wants to fuck me when it comes to like big like orgies or gangbangs.
Look at yourself.
Even okay, so when I was before I got in the industry, when I was just a swinger, me and my husband, I've always wanted to do a BBC gangbang, like 100%. And we knew tons of black men. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to reach out to everybody, and I'd have like 10 people saying they're going to come, but like 2 would show up. And I'm like,
so you overbook.
A gang, yeah, but I just booked 10. And
Right.
only 2 showed up. Like,
Okay,
what the
so
fuck?
you're good at math. 20% showed up. You know how many you need to book now to get 10 there.
Yeah, but see that one time when I booked like 100 people, they're all going to show up, and then I'm
Well, guess what? First come, first serve, motherfuckers.
Yes.
You put on the flyer, the first 10 to arrive get served. Everyone else goes home and fucking jerks off.
I mean, I don't know if I could. I would just do 100 black men.
Well, then you're going for the fucking title. Go for it.
I'm going to need some extra holes. I'm going to have to call in like a tag team help.
Well, then it's not you doing 100.
But that's a lot. You
Well,
know,
yeah, don't do the 100. Just
I could do it.
do the 10.
Just do 50.
Sure, do 50. Do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
No one's going to judge you for it. But you know how many to book now to at least get your 10. If it's a 20% return rate.
Yeah. So everybody has to make me come until I'm just done coming. And the last person that when I say I'm out, sorry, you don't get it. You come next time.
What if number 1 makes you come so hard you're just like, I'm spent?
Never.
Never?
Never have I just had like come once and it's done. No.
Your husband's never made you come once and you've just been done?
Well, you you got me. Well, I'm gonna drink on that.
Can't speak in definites like that. You can't be like, never.
I know, but if I'm in the mindset that I'm fucking multiple men, I will get past 1. Fucking your husband is also different than fucking everybody else too.
I've never had a husband. I wouldn't know.
But that is different. And that's one thing. They're like, oh, you were swingers. How and that's like the number 1 question. Don't you get jealous? Doesn't he get jealous? And I'm like, he's just happy that somebody else can please me and he gets to sit back and take a break.
Well, at the end of the day, it's your established boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
The part of cheating that hurts is the betrayal of trust.
Exactly. Amen to that. And they're like, well, I'm not cheating if he knows about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like, what is your definition of cheating? Having sex with someone other than your husband or your significant other? No.
No, violating their
No.
trust is cheating.
Violating their trust is cheating. I can cheat on my husband and not have sex with somebody. I could lie to him and tell him that I'm at Walmart and be at Target. That's more cheating than me fucking a man in front of him.
Exactly. You know,
Lying.
and just because he consents to you fucking this one man doesn't mean he's consenting to another one. Right.
Yes.
It's, not universal. The consent has to be, renewed.
It does. And it is one of those things, especially in the industry. It's like, oh, well, it's my job to fuck this man. But I also have to think, well, I have a husband. So then I say, okay, well, the job is presented for me to fuck this person. He's like, yeah, go for it. But it comes to that time, if he says, no, I don't really want you to do that, then at that point I have to be like, okay, I'm sorry. I have to turn that job down. But that's like, it is something that's and that's where a lot of couples won't really make it if they're like, well, it's my job. I have to. I don't care what you say.
Well, I would side with her over that.
Yeah.
Because if your partner is here and signed up for this is the job,
Mm-hmm.
it's not fair for them to be like, you can't go to work.
Well, it's also according to the actions of the woman. So, like, if
Well, I don't care. I don't care which gender it is, like
Yeah.
male talent or
well,
female.
okay, I'm talking about like with me and my husband,
Sure.
the woman. It's up to my actions. So if I am going off and I'm completely ignoring my husband and I'm giving all these men this other chance, it's not the fact that I'm fucking. It's I'm ignoring him to do this.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But if he starts to develop an issue with your chosen line of work after he previously consented to, there are other problems in your relationship.
Yes, and it's all about communication.
Right. And it might not be, I hope this never happens to y'all, but your relationship may have, seen the end of its course at that point, where someone is being like, you can't go to work, when they're like, this is what I signed up for.
Well, it also goes back to how people just come and go into the industry as well. My husband consented. Now he doesn't. So now I'm choosing my husband over the job. So I'm going to stop being in the industry. Or you're going to choose to continue to move forward. That is a choice that you make. And it's the same as, I'm a single person getting in the industry and now I have a boyfriend that doesn't like it. So I'm going to be with my boyfriend instead of being in the industry.
My anecdotal experience and my history in the industry, I always say, if the significant other is stopping you from going to work, it is part of an underlying issue. And you stopping to go to work isn't going to solve those issues.
Oh, true.
So you may want to examine it's maybe time to go. Like, if they weren't cool in the first place, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have been involved with them. Like, anyone who gets involved with a performer and then is like, oh, hey, I'm not cool with what you do for work, that's a problem from the jump.
From the very, very get-go. Yeah. Like, if I was single and I was in the industry and I'm like trying to date, if I looked at them and was like, if I told them from the very, very get-go, hey, I'm a porn star. If you want to be with me, you have to accept the fact that I'm a porn star and I'm not stopping for you. Then yeah, that's a whole nother, ball game. But for some girls, they won't tell them until.
Oh, I argue with people about that all the time.
Yeah, like you have to tell if you are in this but it also is like, what do you do for a living? That's like date one conversation. And if they always beat around the bush and don't tell you what to do for a living, that's a red flag. And it's not somebody you want to be with anyway.
Well, it's one of those things where I've heard performers be like, well, I don't tell dudes because they treat me a certain kind of way. The minute they find out, it's like, yeah, the trash is seeing themselves out. Don't allow yourself to be treated like that.
Exactly. If they judge you from the very first moment, then you don't need to go past that first
right.
moment.
If they treat you like a sex object, the minute they find out you're a sex worker, yeah, why would you want to be with that person? How are you ever going to build a relationship that has any sort of trust if you are lying by omission day one?
Yeah. It's never going to work out.
No.
But it's also like, and it's funny because it's like if they treat you like a sex object the moment that they find out, because they're trying, and if you're trying to establish a relationship, that's totally different. But when it comes to swinging and in the industry, when you're like outed, everybody eventually gets outed. I'm sorry, it's just going to happen.
100%. Like, I tell people all the time, like, do not get into this industry unless you're okay with everyone in your life, in personal life, knowing they're going to find out.
So like, what I don't think is cool is when, and it happened when I was a swinger so back in the day when I was a swinger, not a porn star, I would have people that found out that I was a swinger and be like, okay, oh, you're a swinger, so I can treat you like a sex object. And now that's like, oh, you're a porn star? That means you fuck everybody. You'll fuck me too. I get that all the time.
Because people are stupid.
I actually have a story to tell. When I have a really, really good friend, and they didn't know that me and my husband were swingers. I actually met her because her daughter and my son both loved dinosaurs, and we had play dates because they would play with dinosaurs. And then that was whenever they were really, really little. And so we became really, really good friends. And I sit down, I was like, you know what? I want to tell you, me and my husband are swingers. It's just something that, we're never going to put out there, but it's something that if you want to know, you should know. And the woman of the relationship was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I totally get it. But immediately the man of this relationship tried to make out with me. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just because I'm telling you doesn't mean that I want to be with you.
That I'm attracted to you, that I want.
Yeah. And it was so bad. Like, I'm like, just because I'm a swinger doesn't mean I fuck everybody that's not my husband.
No. People who fuck everyone just have low self-esteem.
But it's the same thing, whenever I was outed in my community. And now I'm getting like these messages saying, oh, you looked really hot at practice today. And I'm like, what? Like, I've lived in this town for many, many years, and you have never spoken to me. And the first thing you're going to say to me ever is, you looked really hot at practice today.
They're going to shoot their shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you told your wife how sexy she is today? Just saying.
Maybe she's not.
Maybe she's not. Maybe that's why they're messaging me. I don't know. But that is something that it comes with the territory, not only as an adult performer, but as a swinger. It's like once you are given that title, you're a sex object now. And just because you fuck outside of your relationship, you're going to fuck me too. That's not always the case.
No.
Just because you're in the industry doesn't mean I'm going to fuck you either.
No. Hell, because you're a swinger and a performer, you have more options, not less. Mm-hmm. You don't have to slum it if you don't want to.
Well, it's not necessarily slumming it. Sorry.
Well, if it's someone you don't want to fuck, and they want slumming it if you were going to fuck them. It's like, well, I'm not attracted to this person.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in swinging world, I guess there's the take one for the team kind of. Oh. That's not considered slumming it. That's taking one for the team.
Oh. How many times have you had to take one for the team?
Not as much as my husband has, probably.
Are you making your husband just jump on grenades for your satisfaction?
No,
wow.
No. No.
Oh, his response over there says it all.
No. I mean, it comes down to it. You know, if you're a couple and you're trying to find like-minded couples, and it happens to me. I'm sure there's been plenty of people that's taken on the team for us as well, vice versa, not just one or the other. But it's just, you know, whenever you find a like-minded couple, and it's almost a rarity that you're both attracted to both of the other couple.
Let me put it this way. Let's ask you a math question. What's the ratio?
Probably like...
Come on, you're the math expert.
Never. It's like you never. I've never experienced it. Well, okay, 1.
So 1 to how many? What's the ratio of how many times you've taken it for the team and your husband's taken it?
Are we taking this per month or per year?
Total. Over the course of swinging.
Holy shit! You know how many people we fucked over swinging?
I do not know.
We were swingers before we were married. God, that would be such a big number.
It's math.
Can we use finite numbers?
It's not an infinite number. It is not. There are not infinite number of people on the planet. I do not think you have fucked everyone on the planet. We have never fucked. Therefore, you have not fucked everyone on the planet.
So, what are you doing after this?
Editing. And y'all are going to a bar. So
you want to fuck?
I do not have a current test. Thank you for the offer.
Oh, no, that is my goal in life, to fuck everybody on the planet, men and women. I love it.
Well, then if that's your goal, how have you ever taken one for the team?
Oh, that's true. That's true. So maybe he's the only one that takes one for the team.
Wow. So what you're just saying is he needs to change his mindset and just be on the same level as you.
Yes.
So you're both just trying to fuck everyone. No.
Everybody on the planet. Yeah.
And therefore, you would never be taking one for the team.
That is true. No, I do like when it comes to swinging, and then you like-minded couple come to a like-minded couple, and you're having a foursome or whatever. It has happened that we're both maybe like once that we're both physically. I mean, there's always just one more attracted than the other. But if it's one that's like, I really like this guy and he's hot and I'm gonna fuck him, but he has like this crazy, like not attractive wife, then I'd be like, okay, well then let's not do this. Let's move on, because there's plenty of sexy men. Let's choose another couple.
What is a disqualifier in someone's wife to be like, nah, we're not doing this? Like, what is that disqualifier? Is it
whatever you communicate with each other?
Well, no, like specifically, like between the two of you, like, do you have an actual example of being like, oh, he was hot as shit, but just something about her, like, and I'm not even saying necessarily looks, like personality wise, something.
Mm-hmm. It's usually a personality thing. It's very rarely like a physical, like you're hot or not hot thing. It's usually a personality thing, because opposites attract. And if you have a big extrovert and a big introvert in a couple, and this introvert is like, I'm not talking to nobody, but this extrovert is like, oh, I'm gonna fuck everybody, and then we both like this person, but then and then at the end of the day, you're all trying to fuck, but you still have this one in the corner going, oh yeah, let me suck your dick.
Well, I think by the point where it's like, you're starting to disrobe, it's a little late to back out. Yeah. Well, it is not too late to back out, but it's like, well, people are starting to disrobe here. Game on.
Yeah. But at that point, I guess maybe you shouldn't be a swinger if you're that big of an introvert.
For sure, but you know as well as I do, sometimes in these swinger couples, like, both of them are not there for the same reason. Someone is there one person's there because they're trying to make their partner happy.
Yes, that, and we come into that situation so many times, or it's like I really, really love her, so I'm only doing this because this is what she wants, and I want her. Then I'm at that point, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to fuck you now because I know you don't want.
But he's on the planet. You want to fuck everyone.
I want to fuck everybody on the planet, but I'm talking in general. If a swinger couple came up with another swinger couple, and it's like, okay, it's same thing on set, okay, and this is one of my pet peeves. I really, really hate it. If I'm doing a girl shoot and I'm fucking licking your pussy and you're licking my pussy and we shoot and it's hardcore, like fucking come all over my face, I love it. And then at the end, you're like, yeah, I'm not really into girls.
It's a performance.
What?
It's a performance. You're being paid to perform. And like, as long as they're giving a convincing performance, it's fine.
Yes, but it makes me feel like, did you not enjoy? Like, I literally have your squirt down my body. Did you not enjoy that?
Hey, some people don't enjoy work every day.
That is true. Sometimes.
Did you guys make a convincing product?
Yes.
That's all that really matters.
But if you say it before the scene, yeah, I'm not really into girls. I'm just here because, pays good. I need some girl content. I'm not really into girls. And I'm like,
well, yeah, that's not a great way to set the mood.
It's not a great way to set the mood. But I mean, that's something that I need to know going into a scene as well. So that way we can make a good performance with still making you feel as comfortable as possible. Because I fucking love pussy. Like, I can devour pussy and a dick at the same. I fucking love both. Like, I'm all about fucking pleasure, right? But if a girl tells me I'm not really into girls, then at that point, I'm not going to expect so much out of you that I would be if I'm like devouring you and you're devouring me. And then as a mindset, I'm like, okay, she's not into girls, so we're going to make this good product. And I am into girls and she's willing to take it. So I'm just going to fucking devour her all scene long and it's going to be great and she's going to be happy.
So you should just keep expectations low, and if she surprises you, good game.
That's true. I do love a good woman.
What is considered a good woman?
If you have tits and a vagina.
Fair enough.
It's a good woman. I love it. A woman's body is so beautiful. Anybody cannot deny that. Men or women. I love a woman's body.
I do too, but it's also like
it's beauty. I'm not talking about just like sexuality. I'm talking about the beauty. Like, I'm sorry, tits and a vagina physically, like if you're looking at art, okay, it's so much more pretty than like a dick just like dangles, right?
Well, for sure. There have been multiple times in my life where I've looked in the mirror like, why?
Women are just so beautiful, and the science that goes behind their body is so much more like intriguing, and there's so much more that goes into a woman's body because of everything that a woman represents than a man. But man, I fucking love a dick too. So it's like when I look at a dick, there's nothing better than a hard dick. Like I'm telling you, if I have a hard dick next to me and I'm not even horny, I just have to hold it in my hand. Like,
well, that seems really unfair to the owner of the hard dick if you're just like, just holding it here, like, you're going to do something with that?
I will if you want me to, but if it's not...
Wait, you're not going to ask for consent to put it in your hand and then you're...
Well, I'm sorry, if I'm asleep and I wake up and you have morning wood and your dick is in my hand and I'm holding it like I'm shaking your hand, like, I just love hard dicks.
That's a weird... What is happening in your household?
I love hard dicks.
How often are you waking up with hard dicks next to you that are not your husband's?
That's not very often, but I am. But there's times where like we'll both be tired. We've already had sex. I'll get like a little hardy and I'm like, oh, your dick is hard. I'll just hold it and then fall asleep with his hard dick in my hand. And then wake up the next morning and be like, oh, your dick is still in my hand. Now he has morning wood. So now, I mean, that's the best time to give a blowjob too. It's like, here, honey, wake up.
I mean, it's great, but it's also like my day is like, oh, well, now I want to go back to sleep.
Yes.
It's like, fuck. Oh. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say no to that, but it's also like, I have shit to do. I'm an adult.
I'm telling you that happens. Like when you wake up in the morning, one of you might be horny and the other one's like, well, I got to do this, this, and this. I want to go work out, or I got to put the kids on the bus, or something is going on. And you're like, I want to fuck. And so then you just wait until you're done and then have sex in the middle of the day.
It's true.
Yeah. But I love having hard dicks in my hand. And I love eating wet pussy. So
I just got a vision of you homeschooling your kids. Like, y'all are on recess, and then you just get laid in the middle of the day.
it's called doing laundry. Whenever mom and dad is doing laundry, you know to stay upstairs.
Does the laundry room door close?
Oh, yes, it does. And then you have like the washer and dryer going, so they can't hear you. But it's really hard for me to stay quiet. So half the time he's like, got his hand on my mouth. Shut up! They're gonna hear you. And then you're just like, oh, I feel like I'm a teenager. And I'm trying not to let my parents hear.
This is how you came into the world. Shut up. Just, you gotta accept it.
Go outside.
This is how you got here.
Uh-huh.
It's natural. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. Yeah.
We probably shouldn't traumatize your children with that. Probably. Yeah.
They won't hear this podcast for a couple of years. It's okay.
Yes, this is not appropriate for children.
Yeah. It's, rated. It's not rated PG.
No, definitely not. All the talk of hard dicks in your hand and all. Generally, I don't think that's making it by the MPAA on a PG rating.
I mean, I've heard your podcast, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not safe for work.
If your job's boring.
It is, with earbuds, but don't be like...
If you have a fun job, it's perfectly safe for work.
Oh, yeah. If you have a fun... Like, I can play this over set any day.
You should.
Uh-huh.
You absolutely should. Mm-hmm. You should absolutely play this every time you're on set.
Yeah.
I will happily take the promotion. Once again, marketing.
Marketing, yes. There you go. Be like, hey, have you been on this podcast?
Have you been on this podcast? Have you gotten drunk? You're not required to drink here. You just have to put up with my drinking.
Exactly. See, that's great. See, it's fun to find other people that can sit down and drink bourbon with me.
Well, yeah, it's the way to go.
Yeah. It's but that's a rarity. People's like, oh no, I have such bad juju with bourbon. I can't drink bourbon. Just the smell of it takes me back to that time. And I'm
Cut those people out of your life.
I know, right?
Well, I found your number one turn off at the swingers club. Like if they're like, no, fuck bourbon. You're like,
no, not fucking you tonight. Well, I'm gonna fuck everybody in my life, but
the non-bourbon drinkers last.
Yes, the non-bourbon drinkers last. Exactly.
What is your normal go-to bourbon, by the way?
Man, that people ask me that all the time.
Well, then never mind. Never mind. I'm unoriginal.
No. It's a hard question. I grew up in the mountains of Kentucky, so I prefer Kentucky bourbon over any other bourbon.
That's a lot of it.
Let's see.
Jack Daniel's isn't bourbon; it's Tennessee Sour Mash.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. But no, in our reality, I have my go-to. It's like I love Eagle Rare Buffalo Trace. The best bottle of bourbon I ever had was Pappy. But that's not exactly like something that you get all the time.
Have you ever had W.L. Weller's Special Reserve?
I don't think so.
So it is Pappy. It is the same mash and barrel as Pappy.
Oh.
It's basically rejected Pappy.
Oh, rejected Pappy.
So
it's called what?
W.L. Weller's Special Reserve. So it's a green label. The green label's aged 7 years.
Uh-huh.
So Pappy starts at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's the same mash and barrel. It is Pappy. It just doesn't make the cut. Oh. So they put it out as W.L. Weller.
So it's good.
I like it. I liked it a lot better when no one knew what the fuck it was and you could get a bottle for $25.
Oh my God, that is Eagle Rare.
Oh, I know.
100%. I'm telling you, I loved Eagle Rare. And Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace are the same distillery.
Yeah, so's Weller and so's Weller Pappy.
Pappy. It's all the same distillery.
It's all Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's owned by Sazerac.
Yes. So I loved Eagle Rare, and it was like the cheap version of Buffalo. But now it's flip-flopped. Now Eagle Rare is a topper shelf than Buffalo Trace. And I'm like, when did this happen?
When Buffalo Trace started putting out Eagle Rare on consignment instead of letting it being regularly released.
Yeah, it was so much cheaper, and it's such a smooth.
Oh no, Eagle Rare used to be one of my go-tos. Shout out to Elbow Room over on Cahuenga, best New York slice in fucking LA. Always had Eagle Rare on the bar, so it's like get a good slice.
It's very rare to find Eagle Rare anywhere, and when I do find it, it's like so fucking expensive, and I'm like, I remember buying this bottle for cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I was the only person buying it. And now all of a sudden, everybody's fucking buying it and I can't find it.
That's how I feel about Weller. Like,
Yeah.
Weller used to be a $25 bottle. Like, we did it literally same mash and barrel as Pappy. $25 a bottle for the 7-year. And the Walgreens of all fucking places over at fucking Sunset and Vine, their old liquor manager had a deal with Buffalo Trace. They used to have shelves of it. And I would just go and buy a bottle or two at a time because I'm like, this has been going on for years. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then that guy quit, and then they had a clearance on all their whiskey, and they have like no whiskey selection anymore. I mean, I was thankful when they had that clearance sale. I bought like $500 of whiskey for like $200.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like, this is the end of an era.
Yeah, because once that whiskey's gone at home, where are you going to get it? You have to find it somewhere else, and then it's not going to be so cheap.
Yeah, a bottle of Weller in LA goes for $125 plus. Thankfully, for some stupid fucking reason, in Austin, Texas, they sell it at retail, and a lot of like mom and pop liquor stores regularly have it down there.
Okay.
And I got a bunch of friends in Austin who just keep sending it to me.
I need your friends.
No, they're mine.
Ah.
I'm not sharing my whiskey.
Do you have any Weller here?
No, I killed it on my last handle on a show a little while back. I'm sorry.
Tell your friends to send you some more so I can taste it. I'll be back in January.
I will do so.
Yeah. I will forget the name of it. Text me and then I will look for it.
Yeah, you might be, well.
If I can get my hands on Pappy, I can get my hands on some Weller. There's a really nice place in Washington, D.C. that has some of your like rarest whiskeys. And I'm not going to lie, when it comes to Pappy Van Winkle, the 12-year is way better than the 10-year. And it's only a few $100s more. But I am saying that honestly because I've never paid for the bottle myself. It is given to me. So I don't want that to make me sound like I have like a shit ton of money. Like I hate being that person like, oh, my shit don't stink and I drink Pappy Van Winkle. No, it's just I grew up thinking like I've always heard about Pappy and it was like a legend. Nobody's ever tried it, but everybody's always talked about it.
Well, it's one of those things where like it's good, and it's worth the retail price point. Like I would pay $200 for the retail because it's a $250 bottle retail.
Yeah.
The gray market prices, I'm not paying thousands of dollars for something I'm going to drink.
Okay, so the 10-year that was purchased for me was like $900 and something dollars, and the 12-year was like I think $1,200, maybe $1,300, and I'm like, that is a stupid price for any. Like I can spend a couple $100s on a good bourbon, but I'm not going to spend that much, which is why Pappy was always a legend. Like we've always heard about it, but we're not spending that kind of money.
No, nor should you, because it's one of those things where like I could justify a Rolex versus like spending that much on alcohol.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this lasts forever. I can justify $1,000 meal at a restaurant over $1,000 bottle of bourbon because that restaurant is going to be an experience. Like you're not spending $1,000 at a restaurant unless it is a dining experience.
Well, Pappy is an experience. You're spending money on an experience because when the way I grew up, it was an experience for me because I always grew up hearing about Pappy, but never actually physically seeing it. Like I honestly thought it did not exist. I thought it was in like a myth.
Well, but it's one of those things where like, because I know how inflated it is, and I know like back in my bar days in Chicago, some of the bar managers I was friends with could get it because if you buy enough Buffalo Trace, they'll send you bottles at retail.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would just crack it. They wouldn't actually ever sell it. They would just crack it. It'd be for staff and regulars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I've had Pappy. I'm not willing to spend.
I would not spend that kind of money on it. Like in all reality, the bottles that I had was bought for me. I would never, like, it's like one of those things where I have this big envision that Pappy Van Winkle is going to be like, as I drink it, and you got the Lord shining on you, you know, and then I taste it and I'm like, oh.
It's good.
It is good. It's not $1,200 good.
No, it's something to brag on that it's on your shelf.
Yeah. Well, when it was on my shelf, I finished it very, very fast. Because
right. And
it was good.
And that's the problem. That's why I can't justify spending that kind of money.
Because I can get something way cheaper that's not maybe just as good, but just as satisfying.
Right. It will do the job.
Yes, it will.
And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, this whiskey's good, but it's not going to be like getting an omakase at like some fucking Michelin star restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a whole production that goes into that kind of fine dining for the same fucking money. And at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not trying to get fucked up on my $1,200 bottle.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a shot here and there.
Well, it's like, okay, so it got to the point where I had the 10-year and I was like savoring this shit. Like I was, oh, nobody can drink it. I was like, oh, you want to taste? My best friend will come over. You want to taste? And I give him like a little sippy sip. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's good, it's good. But then we eventually finished it, and the person that bought me that bottle was like, oh, you know what? I want to get you this bottle. It was like Christmas presents, right? And so then I got the 12-year bottle, and it was one of those points where, you know what? This is good whiskey. I didn't pay for it. I'm not going to get fucked up on it, but I'm going to have a whole glass, and that's neat. I'm not putting that shit on the rocks, right?
No.
So I'm drinking it neat. My friends come over. Hey, you want some neat? I tried to get my daddy to get some, but his medicine couldn't allow him to drink alcohol at the time. And I'm like, Daddy, it's Pappy. And he's like,
Stop taking your meds at that point.
So, yeah.
Like, what's the point of living at that point? You're gonna tell me I can't drink, I can't fuck? Just put me in one of those fucking Swedish tubes. Let me press the button. It's over.
Right.
Fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to live?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the people are like, oh yeah, I don't eat cheese. I gave up dairy. I'm like, why?
What? No, I got a cheese story.
I want to hear it.
Okay, so it was our first day in LA. We get back, okay? So it's literally just happened a couple days ago. And I'm like, oh, it's the day after we got here. And I'm like, oh, we need a little snack. It's not dinner time yet, but we're feeling hungry because I'm still on like East Coast time. My body is still on East Coast time. And I'm like, well, it's not dinner time yet. So let's just have a little something. So we go over to the Trader Joe. My first time ever at Trader Joe. Did not even know it was a grocery store. And I'm like, oh, there's all this wine. And I'm like, oh, wine. And so next to the wine, they have this big cheese display. And I'm like, there are so many fucking cheeses and I don't know which one to pick. So I'm like, okay, let's take a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And we'll go get some crackers, crack open a couple of bottles of wine, go back to the room, wait until it's time for me to get ready so we can go to the XBiz nomination party, right? So I sit down and we're having this wine and we're eating this cheese. We completed every piece of cheese that we like. We had a whole thing of brie and a whole thing of like caramelized onion goat cheese thing, and we finished it. We did not just eat a little bit. We finished both fucking cheeses, the entire box of crackers, and like a bottle of wine. And we're like, and then at that point, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm red carpet ready. I'm like, ugh. But it was so good. And so then we're like, okay, well, we need to eat something for dinner. So we're like, okay, let's go get a salad and we'll split it. But man, I love my cheese. Like, that's my cheese story. I'm like, if you're hungry, eat dinner and then have the cheese like as a snack afterwards.
As dessert.
We should have eaten dinner first, but we didn't. And then we started counting the calories, right?
Boo.
I'm like, worst mistake ever. We took in more calories and sitting down snacking on cheese and crackers than we do like on a weekly basis. Yeah.
I feel like counting calories is not the road to happiness.
It is not. Definitely not.
No, don't do it.
So this is pre-recorded, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really have to pee.
Oh, yeah. Go pee.
I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I should have warned you.
Wiggling.
I should have warned you. Yeah. You need to pee. Go pee.
I'm wiggling over here. Okay. I'm going to lay this here. I'm going to go pee.
Victoria's back from urinating.
Yeah. I had to pee. I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing for a basic human function? You've been talking about all these other human functions this whole show. You're like, hard dicks in me. Why would you apologize for urinating?
I had to pee. I mean, that's just something whenever I'm like drinking and I have a very tiny bladder. Like anytime I travel, it'll be like an 8-hour drive and I make it like 14 because I have to pee every hour. Like I have to keep stopping.
Have you thought about diapers?
For my kids, no.
For you?
No, absolutely not. No. So I go on the boat. I love fishing. All right, that's one thing that I love to do. I love fishing. And
You ran away from the diaper. You're like, nope.
No, it's because it's coming. It's that story is coming. So it's relating. I promise. So we have a pontoon boat that we go out to fish in. And that's the party boat, the pontoon boat. So we go out to fish, and then we're in the middle of the water, and you have to pee, but you don't want to run your motor because then you scare all the fish away. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I'm like, I got to get one of those funnels that you can like put in and like pee through the funnel like you're a man. You can stand peeing up, and it just pees over the side of the boat. That's what I need for traveling, so I can pee in a bottle.
Or just a catheter.
I'm not putting a catheter in me to travel.
They have external ones.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the best thing about a plane coming out here is the bathroom. Because every like hour I have to pee.
Jesus Christ. External female catheters are expensive. Never mind. These things are like $700.
Yeah, but you can get like the funnel to pee like a man for like $5.
Like the Wizinator, right?
I don't know what it's called. It's like a funnel that cups your vagina. And then you just pee, and it comes out of a little tube like a funnel.
Sorry, the Wizinator is how you beat drug tests. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Female standing. There we go. Walmart is selling them as just female pee device.
Yeah.
What better marketing, guys. Oh,
Device.
the Go Girl.
The Go Girl.
Yep.
You go, girl.
Go Girl. I gotta get you a Go Girl.
Mm-hmm. I need to get myself a Go Girl. Maybe you need to invest in one whenever you have people sitting here drinking with you. You can
No, I'm more than happy to let them get up and pee. I'm not a monster. No, you must suffer through the whole fucking podcast uncomfortable. No, what?
I was dancing in my chair.
Well, I'm glad you eventually said something because I would have never, like, I don't know you well enough to be like, why is she dancing?
Yeah, I was
just trying to keep you on mic. I'm just like, please stay on mic.
Why do you keep going back and forth? Yeah. It was the pee dance in my chair.
Well, I'm glad you have relieved yourself. I'm very happy for you.
I'm glad this is part of our conversation.
I'm sure the audience is like, I'm glad she peed too.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's relieved.
Oh, well, it was like an intermission. Everybody could go pee.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. And urinate, I guess. Maybe.
And pee.
I haven't broken the seal yet.
I broke the seal before I got here.
Well,
that was my problem.
Whose fault is that?
Well, I was like, I'm going to this podcast, and now we drink. I got a pregame.
That is the worst move ever, by the way. I wasn't going to tell you that over text, but that is the worst move. Why would you pregame before doing this show?
Because that's what I do. I pregame before everything. So I don't know.
Because I don't know if anyone warned you. I can drink, and I will keep drinking. And pregaming, if you try to keep up with me in any way, shape, or form, will result in a poor evening for you. As we're on the second bottle of larceny, and we've killed probably an eighth of the second bottle.
Yeah, I mean, if I could go and just finish that bottle with you. But okay, so the other day we went to the liquor store and I got a bottle of bourbon.
What'd you get?
And Bullet.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here drinking this Bullet, and I brought my husband with me. He's not been to a nomination party yet, so I was like, you have to come with me. It's a lot of fun. We party, it's good fun. And then, so we get this bottle. He gets his bottle. I get my bottle. And then I wake up the next morning and both of our bottles are empty. And I go, what the fuck? And now we have to go buy another bottle. So our first mistake was we went to like this little like market gas station thing and we paid like way over price for what little bit we bought. So we're like, oh, we'll just get a small bottle. We'll be fine. We got the party tomorrow. And I'm like, we need more. So then we found like a liquor and wine. We just walked an extra mile for it. That's all.
In LA, they can just DoorDash it to you, right?
What?
Yeah. Uber Eats and DoorDash deliver alcohol here.
I've never Uber Eats or DoorDashed before.
You don't have food delivery in Virginia?
I mean, in some places, I'm sure we do. I mean, I Amazon all the time. But no, I mean, I only Uber or like Lyft just to get myself from place to place.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like alcohol delivery is a thing here.
Oh.
Yeah, there are a bunch of alcohol delivery
Why
apps.
do I not know this? Because I'm not local. I don't know these things. So like the first time I ever like took an Uber was my first. Well, it was like in LA. Actually, I had landed and I was like, I need to get from LAX to Hollywood, and I don't know how to do that. And like in traffic time, that's like an hour and a half.
If not longer, yes.
If not longer. And I'm like, how do I do that? So I was like, oh, we can taxi because Uber and Lyft was a thing, but not for me. So I'm taxiing. It cost me so much money to take a taxi. And then I'm here and they're like, oh, why didn't you just like Uber or Lyft? And I'm like, what is that? I didn't have the app. So that was when I first discovered my app. It was the adult industry in LA. And that's when I first Ubered myself.
Just changing lives.
It was.
But yeah, 100%. You don't have to walk for alcohol. They'll deliver it to you.
I walk everywhere because I'm like, I don't have a car. So this time I actually got myself a rental car because I was doing some things up in the valley and coming down to Hollywood. So I was doing a lot of back and forth. So I was like, we need to get a rental car. But then I'm here and I go to the hotel and they're like, oh, we don't have parking. And I'm like, what? You don't have parking? What am I supposed to do? And they're like, I don't know. You can go to the parking deck and this and that. And I'm like, so I ended up having to pay all this money on parking. I was like, fuck, I should have just lifted and Ubered everywhere.
Oh, yeah. No. Unless you are driving way out of LA, if you're visiting here, there's no reason to rent a car. Like, you'll just pay so much in fucking parking.
So much in parking.
And then if you drink, like, now you're risking a DUI.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Is there cops around here?
Oh, yes.
I've seen very few. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, there was actually a conversation we had. We're like, where's all the cops? Like down in Virginia, like you can't even go like 5 minutes and you see like somebody like hovering on the side of the street waiting for somebody to speed or something. But here I'm like,
oh yeah, they're dealing with real crime, so they're not just like hanging out.
So I mean, it's to a point where today is Friday, and I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and I was like, oh. We saw like 3 cops, but we've been here since Tuesday and not seen any. So I was like, oh, so they only work on the weekends.
Oh no, they're working all the fucking time. They're just doing shit.
Yeah, I get that. So it's such like a big difference because I'm used to like they are taking care of like different crime here.
Yeah, real
they
crime.
Are back in farmlands of Virginia.
Yeah, they generally don't have time for bullshit traffic stops here. Like that's why the roads are fucking wild. Like unless you commit a traffic violation directly in front of them, they're generally not going to do shit about it.
The drivers here are so rough. Let me tell you. I'm like, dude, this is a bus lane. Why are you driving in it?
Because it's there and you need places to go. Like, and also you have to watch the signs because they're not always bus lanes. Sometimes they're just thoroughfares depending on the time of day.
Oh.
Like on Sunset Boulevard and a lot of the other major thoroughfares during the rush period, the lane that it has the parking meters in it is actually a thoroughfare from like 4 to 7 p.m. every day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I need to learn how to drive here. It's a whole nother driving experience here than it is up in the country.
Pro tip.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nobody stops at yellows.
Oh, no. That's when you speed up. That's a Virginia thing, too. That's a Kentucky thing. That's a everywhere thing.
Yeah, nope.
As soon as you see yellow, you push the gas. Not the
Correct.
brake.
But the problem is a lot of places don't have left-hand turn lanes or left-hand turn arrows here.
Mm.
So you have to make sure that the other side is stopped before you make that fucking left. Otherwise, they're going to go right through that fucking intersection.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
No.
It's funny because my son is 16 and we're trying to teach him how to drive. And we're driving on the road and then there's this light and it starts turning yellow and he starts braking. I'm like, no, go, 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 go. And he's like, no, I had to stop. I was like, why did you stop? You could have made it. And he's like, because the book said that you got to stop. And I'm like, no, yellow means go. And then I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't drive like me.
So this is an important life lesson for you, son. There are some things that are in the book, and there are some things that societal norms say. The societal norms generally take precedent over what's actually in the book.
Yeah.
You just have to figure that out for yourself sometimes. Like, what happens in the real world?
Yeah. So it was funny because I'm literally all the time yelling at him, why did you stop? You could have made it. But then whenever he's supposed to slow down, he goes really, really fast.
He's learning all the wrong lessons.
He's learning all the wrong lessons. Exactly. Just wait.
You got to get him up to speed so you have a designated driver.
I don't think I'm the one that should be teaching him to drive because I'm the worst. I'm like, you know how many mailboxes I've hit in my day?
Oh, I did not, but now I want to know.
Okay, so.
If it's more than one, that's probably a problem.
Okay, so I guess I like to hug the right side of the road, and that's where the mailboxes are. And if there's not a sidewalk, there's a mailbox there. And I've taken out probably, and okay, so we have different lake neighborhoods where I'm from, and those typically don't have sidewalks. And there was this one neighborhood within 2 weeks, I think I taken out like 5 mailboxes.
You shouldn't have a license.
And then I'm teaching my son how to drive.
You should not be doing that either.
But I'm very nice. I go and I pick up the mail in their mailbox and I take it to their house and say, how can my husband come and fix this?
Wow. You make him jump on grenades. You make him jump on grenades and fix mailboxes. What the fuck? He is a saint.
He is a saint. And then okay, so it's
Oh no, is there more?
Yeah. So
what else are you doing to this poor man?
So it's his mom's house, right? And
You're breaking his mama's house?
No, I broke his mom's mailbox. And he had we just got the house, we just renovated it, we just moved her in, and the mailbox is new. I'm talking like the composite plastic, very nice mailbox setup, and it's very pretty, right? And I totally knocked that shit down. Now it's put together with white duct tape because it matches.
You dislike your mother-in-law?
No, I take out mailboxes. That's what I do.
So I'm confused. You're aware of this problem, and yet you continue to do it.
No, I've been better recently.
So you're down to like 1 or 2 a week?
No, I haven't hit a mailbox in a couple of months now.
This quarter?
Yeah.
You haven't hit a mailbox this quarter.
No, it's only certain areas. I'm not that bad. I promise I'm not.
I have been driving since the 90s. I have taken out 0 mailboxes. 0. I have driven all over this country.
Sorry, the mailbox is in my way.
That's a valid excuse. It was me or the mailbox, Your Honor. Sorry. It had to go.
But I am
self-defense.
I just don't hit and run. I pick up their mail and I take their mailbox and their little mailbox stick that's left and I take it to them and I knock on the door, and if they're not there, I'll leave my phone number and say my husband will fix it.
But you could just avoid hitting them in the first place.
I try, but sometimes
they jump out in front of you?
Yeah, they do. They're just like, boom, right there.
Yeah, I think maybe your husband should be the one teaching your kids how to drive.
Okay.
How many mailboxes has he taken out?
Not as far as I know.
You haven't asked him?
No.
You haven't compared your notes on the mailbox?
He's not.
Mailbox manslaughter?
He's not hitting any mailboxes.
How do you know? You just said you haven't asked him.
Should I ask him now?
Well, he's off mic right now.
He is off mic. Honey, how many mailboxes did you pick up?
He says 0.
He's taken 0 mailboxes out.
All right, so once again, we're going to ask you a math question. What is the ratio of mailboxes you've taken out versus how many has he taken?
Okay, we're just going to say that he is a much safer driver than me. But I'm going to say my mommy van is much bigger than his little, like, compact Mazda.
So y'all should change vehicles is what you're saying?
Maybe. If I have a smaller vehicle, maybe. I don't know. I really like big trucks, too.
Doesn't seem safe to have you with big trucks.
No, I don't think I should be driving a big truck.
Once again, you seem to be aware of the problem, and you are not remedying it.
I just know how to fix the problem once it happens.
No, you know how to fix the problem beforehand. Don't hit them. They're stationary. It's not like they're jumping in front of you.
But they do sometimes.
How?
Because, I mean, if you're turning a turn, why would you have your mailbox that close to the fucking road?
Property lines. Because the government mandates that's where the fucking mailbox is.
Well, anyway.
You an anarchist? You're like, I don't believe in laws or the government.
And I don't believe in mailboxes being that close to a road if there's no sidewalk.
Oh, so this is your form of protest. I get it. You're protesting against the man.
No.
Fuck the USPS. You can't put your fucking mailboxes there. I will knock them over, motherfucker.
Yes, your mailbox is not safe with me. It's okay, but I've not hit people. It's just mailboxes.
We got people move.
Yeah, because that's smart of them.
It is. You should not just stand there and get hit. If you see Victoria coming at you in a van, move to one side or another.
Yeah. Okay, so I've not had anybody jump out of the way from me.
Have you had someone run?
No.
The pause there. Holy shit, the pause there. She really had to think about that.
Okay, so does college count?
Yes.
No.
Fucking.
No, college never counts.
I'm pretty sure if you can get convicted of a crime in college, they charge you as an adult.
Well, is campus safety really charging me with the crime?
Maybe.
He moved out of the way. It was fine.
Please elaborate.
Okay, so in college, I grew up in a very, it was a dry county because you didn't want to put the bootleggers out of business. All right. So I grew up on the side of a mountain, very, very farmland, country. I'm a country girl. And so when I went to college, it was a dry county. You wasn't allowed to have alcohol in the dorms. Marijuana was illegal, which was weird to me. Then I am drunk and I'm going from party to party, and the only way I know to do it is to drive. It's cold and it's, an off campus. So I'm driving. So campus safety's in the way, and I almost hit him, but he moved. It was fine. And then he told me that I shouldn't be driving drunk. Next time, call me. So from then on, every time I got drunk from party to party, I just had campus safety take me around. They were on my speed dial.
Did you hook up with any of them?
No, actually, I didn't. I absolutely never had sex with any campus safety at the college. That was the first college I went to.
Second college, all of them.
No. Second college, I wasn't there long enough to fuck them. Third college.
How long does it take to fuck someone?
Well, okay, so it was a whole different story. Okay, so my colleges are crazy. We just won't go into that.
Okay. All right. Campus safety's dicks are safe for now.
Yes, they are. Well, for now.
For now. In the future, no promises.
I'm not my goal is to fuck everybody in the world, so.
Just going to be doing college tours.
Ooh. That's a great series. Victoria Peaks fucks college campus safety. And just go from college to college and just fuck them all.
Go for it.
That is so hot.
You're welcome to it. I'm not doing that series.
Unless they're married or not, I don't give a shit. I just want you to.
That's their commitment to, make their decision about.
They can wear a mask.
What is your thoughts on married dudes that are effectively cheating, wearing masks for the gangbang scenes and shit like that?
I mean, I've had gangbangs where men wear masks. And okay, I gotta tell you this story. It was a swinger story. On top of adult industry story. Okay. So we were swingers, and we were on this website, SLS. And me and my husband were swingers before we were married. I mean, I fucked his roommate in front of him. He fucked the cheerleader in front of me. It was okay. It was what we did. And I forgot where I was going with this story.
I don't know either.
It was one of those things where my husband likes watching me, and we found a guy that I connected with that we were texting back and forth for a while. And he was a swinger, and we knew he was married, but he never told us that his wife didn't know that he was a swinger. And it didn't come down to, he's like, well, before we do anything, I would like for us to meet for a drink or something outside in the public before we come in. And that's a normal thing. So that was fine. So I met him for a couple of drinks at this brewery, and then I was going to bring him home. So my husband wasn't there. I met him by myself. So I went to this brewery and I met him, and he's like, before we do anything, I have to let you know I'm married. I'm like, I know this. That's okay. We're swingers, right? He's like, no, my wife doesn't know I'm here.
So he's a cheater. You're a swinger.
So, yeah. So I messaged, I was like, okay, let me think about this because I've never had this experience before. So I immediately texted my husband. I'm like, his wife don't know. And then he was like, so is that our problem? And I'm like, and I looked at him, I was like, so is this our problem? Like, it's none of my business if he's married or not. Like, unless I have some crazy bitch coming at me saying you fucked my husband, like, I'm sorry. Okay. No, it wasn't me. Ask my husband.
I spent a lot of time, especially in my 20s and shit, being the other man.
Mm-hmm.
The way I used to justify it to myself in those days was, oh, I didn't make any commitment. You're the one going outside of your relationship.
Yeah.
This isn't my fucking problem.
This isn't my problem. This isn't my business. Your relationship with your wife is not my business.
You're the one who made a commitment. You're the one violating that trust.
The only person that I have a commitment to, the only person I need to worry about is my husband. And he was fine with it. So we brought him home and I fucked him. And then I sent him off to his wife. And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. So
You'll fuck him again after that?
Okay, yeah, we did. But his business is not my business.
For sure.
You know,
You're not trying to start a relationship with
I'm
him.
not trying to start a relationship with him. I am not going anywhere.
You're just trying to get yours.
We're just fucking, right? That's not a commitment. We're just fucking. So then then we get in the business, and then I start working with a couple of companies, and we have like gangbangs and orgies. I'm talking like some of the biggest ones I've been in. And, I had this 27-person orgy, and about half the guys there have masks. And I know why they have masks, because this is getting recorded. And they're like, I don't want my wife to find out. Or they'll like be wearing long sleeves because they have like a distinctive tattoo. Or, I've worked with production companies in this business that are like, I only do POV because my wife doesn't know.
That's fucked.
It is, but it's none of my business. You're paying me.
On one hand, it's none of your business, but on the other hand, it's like, that raises some red flags on, should I be shooting with this person?
If you're paying me and you're not disrespectful, I'm doing my job, right? His business with his wife is not my problem. When it comes down, or not my business, not necessarily my problem. But when it comes down to like this gang or this orgy I was in, half of them's wearing masks. There's 20 dudes and 7 girls. Out of those 20 dudes, I'm just doing it for the scene, And then, but the production company that's like, oh, my wife doesn't know anything about it. But he's a very respected, very well-known, like, pro amateur company. And I'm like, I don't care if your wife knows or not. At this point, you have everything we were working regularly together. And I have no problem at all with that.
Hey, it's all about your level of comfort.
I'm not going to run to his wife and tell on him.
Probably a good move.
He was in this industry before I was. So he was doing it well before I was. So at that point, if you're paying me to do a job, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do that job. If you're married or not married, whether she knows or not knows, that's none of my business. You're paying me to come do a job. So that's what I'm going to do.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to it, everybody else's relationships are not my business. That is their business. They choose what they want to do. Do I condone it? No, I don't think anybody should lie to their spouse. If you want to have sexual activity outside of your marriage, I think that you should openly tell that to your spouse. And if they can or cannot accept that, that's something you all need to talk through. That's something that therapy is for, and I'm not for that. I was a math teacher, not a therapist. When it comes down to it, my husband knows what I do. I know what I do, and we communicate that.
That's the important part.
That's the only thing that matters to me.
100%.
100%. Mm-hmm.
And you
So
can't
if you wanna
control
wear a
other people.
mask- Yeah. If it's an orgy and you want to wear a mask, that's fine. But if it's like a one-on-one and you want to wear a mask, I'm like, well, maybe this isn't the collab I should be doing. I'll pick somebody else that
No,
can
for sure.
show their face or tell their wives. But, I've had that. It's funny because there's so many different experiences that I've had in the adult industry that I had in the swinging industry. And it very much coincides with each other. And it's different but the same in the same point.
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap in the Venn diagram there.
Yeah. I mean, and you got to look at there's couples out there that say that they're not swingers that might. I mean, look at if you're a mainstream actor and you do a makeout scene with let's say we're talking about like Hallmark Channel, right? We're like talking Hallmark Channel. You have two people that are falling in love in this romance movie and they're like making out that very last scene. Your wife and your husband are seeing you make out with another person. That's swinging. And they're okay with it because it's your job?
Well, intent. Okay. Intent matters. They are putting on a fucking performance. It's just like with some performer couples.
Yeah, that's very much like porn.
Right, but there's some porn couples that like are not down with their partners playing offset.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Because the intent is just the performance to make a product.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when you're swinging, I'm assuming you're doing it for sexual gratification.
Okay, yes. So if whether you're doing it for the product or you're doing it for sexual gratification, but at the end of the day, you're still making out with another person. Whether you're fucking them or not.
Yeah, that's the difference between murder and manslaughter. Murder, you meant to kill that motherfucker. Manslaughter, you didn't.
I didn't mean to. It just happened.
Exactly. So
yeah,
intent is so important.
Oh, true. And it all comes down to communication.
For sure.
If I'm star of a Hallmark movie, if I'm star of a pornographic movie, it comes down to the communication that I have with myself and with my husband.
For sure. But also the difference between like a mainstream, two people making out on a mainstream movie because their character's in love is more societally acceptable. It's more socially acceptable to do that versus
in a porn where you're fucking someone for a product
is less socially acceptable.
I don't understand why though.
Because a lot of America's a bunch of prudes. We were founded by fucking puritanical bullshit.
Okay, agreed.
See, this is where history matters.
This is where history matters. Okay, now we can teach. This is the history we should be teaching.
Yeah.
At least in high school.
Yeah, the Pilgrims were fucking prudes.
Mm-hmm.
Americans always been full of puritanical bullshit. It's why the rest of the world's like, why is violence so readily available in America, but fucking sex is so fucking taboo? Where the rest of the world is, a lot of the world, it's the opposite.
Okay, so I do believe that sex is becoming less taboo. I believe that so I wasn't in OnlyFans or whatever during the pandemic. I was still a teacher during the pandemic. The pandemic was a huge shift in society, right? The entire country shut down. And that's when OnlyFans like hit the roof. Everybody was doing OnlyFans. But then you heard of like cops and nurses and teachers and all these people losing their job because they had an OnlyFans, right? But now with technology, and I feel like it's almost rare that you don't have an OnlyFans. And I feel like it's becoming a more norm.
It is definitely becoming more of a norm, but there's still only a couple million creator accounts. It's like 2.2 million creator accounts worldwide.
Yes, but I can be proof that society could be shifting. Is it shifting everywhere? No.
Well, but it's not that many people in the grand scheme of things.
It's not.
Less than 1% of the American populace.
Yes, and it's still
OF.
taboo, and it's always going to be taboo, just like swingers is taboo and all this stuff. But when I chose to quit a vanilla job and chose to get into pornography.
You're in porn?
What?
You're in porn?
No. I shoot porn for a living.
Oh my God. I had no idea. Well, how did you end up on my Christian podcast?
I don't know. Because I love Jesus.
And Jesus loves you.
Yes, he does. Jesus loves us all. But down at the end of the day, you know, when I was out at okay, so I talked to other models before. When I got noticed in an airport outside of the realm, and somebody came up to me like, "Oh, you're Victoria Peaks." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I got noticed. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I need to go tell my mom and dad. Because out of respect, they need to hear it from me before they hear it from someone else. So I go to my mom and dad, and I tell them. And I'm like, you know, listen, I do porn for a living now. And they're like, does your husband know? Yeah, he knows. Are you doing it because you want to do it? Or are you doing it because you need the money? I'm like, no, I love what I do. Are you right with God? Yeah, I am. So out of those three things, they're like, okay, I raised you to be an independent woman to make your own choices. So there's nothing I can say about it. But before I had that conversation with my parents, I talked to many other talents, and I'm like, what happened when you told your parents? And a majority of them was like, I didn't talk to my parents for like a year after I told them what I was doing, or they found out and I still don't talk to them. And it was such a norm that the family would disgrace those that when they found out that they were in porn. But mine kind of accepted that.
Well, and my thought process on that is,
Mm-hmm.
fuck them. They brought you into this world already. Live life for you.
Yes, absolutely. So I was kind of in that mindset. I'm like, I'm going to tell them because I want to respect them enough to hear it from me than anybody else. And I wasn't going to quit if they didn't approve.
Right, because you're living your life for you.
I'm living my life for me. But they did, and they accepted me for who I am, and it was great. And then I turn around, and I have it is another parent from Little League. Our kids were playing Little League together, right?
That's a sport with a ball, right?
Yes, that is a sport with a ball. That's baseball and softball. And we're big in our community. Not only was I a teacher, but I was coaching. My husband was coaching. We're big in the community. So I get outed in Little League, and there's a bunch of Little Leaguers going around. And it was a podcast, actually. One of the very first podcasts I was on, that was like that link was sent around to everybody. And they're like, oh, do you know what she does?
Be sure to send this one around, by the way.
Huh?
Be sure to send this one around, by the way.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely send it around. It's very, very good for, marketing. And then I had some of the people, I was like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do now that this is out in the community that I live in, that I taught in, that my kids are living in and playing sports in? Like, what am I supposed to do now? And I was very humble to realize that are people talking about me behind my back? Absolutely. They were doing that when I was teaching. I'm not expecting anything less of that. But I wasn't shunned in a way that I thought I was going to be. I had several people look at me and they're like, you know what? Whatever your choices are your choices, and I can't tell you to do anything right. But, they're like, I love you for who you are. And I know that that's what matters. So there's many people that I thought would stop talking to me that still talk to me every day and don't judge me for anything that I do in the adult industry, or when they found out that we were swingers the whole time that they knew us. Like, I was accepted as part of my community. Yes, people talk about me behind the back. They did that before they knew. They do that
about everybody. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you do. People talk shit about your back. But the thing about it is it's because you're a person, not a concept.
Yeah.
It's really easy to hate concepts. It's really easy to hate sluts, whores, whatever you want to refer to sex workers as. It's much harder to hate an actual human being, especially one that you have a positive relationship with.
Yes.
When they're not doing shit that actively affects you. Like, it's, what you do with your life doesn't fucking affect them. You have to be a really judgmental motherfucker.
Yeah.
I can't say that word because YouTube will automatically demonetize me for C. For some
Oh,
motherfucker all day, but you have to be a really judgmental motherfucker to be like, oh my God, you're doing something I don't approve of. We've been friends for years. I think you're awesome. I'm cutting you out of my life because you're doing a thing I don't fucking approve of. It's really easy to have that same judgment against someone you don't know because the concept of them.
yeah. That is true. That is true. But I was, out of all the horror stories that I was told, out of many talents that I went to before I went and publicized everything, I was terrified. I was like, my mom's not going to talk to me. My daddy's not going to talk to me. I'm going to lose our respect in the community. I actually was like, maybe I'm going to have to move. Like at one point I was like, this community is not going to accept this. I'm going to have to move because they've all found out. But it come down to it, like the president of the association that I was coaching for, somebody went to them and was like, did you hear what Victoria does for a living? And then he's like, do you know what I do for a living? And we're like, oh, wait. Do you know what this coach does for a living? No. So stop fucking wasting my time. So it's one of those things where it was only an issue because you had something against what I was doing.
Yep.
When I was a teacher, you were fine. When he's an air conditioner person, you're fine. If he's a truck driver, he's fine. If she's a, beautician, she's fine. All these things are fine. But because I shot porn for a living, it was an issue. And because he stood up for me, he's like, stop fucking wasting my time. I knew I might not have been accepted to everybody, but I was still accepted in the community. And that meant a lot to me because that's a very, very rarity in this industry. Whenever you're outed in your community, when you're outed to your family, then there's so many bad ways that it can go. And mine meant the best of the best. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And it's just a sign showing that maybe society is changing. Maybe there's so much, it's so oversaturated with OnlyFans and ManyVids and all these people. Like swinging is like a no now for like their OnlyFans and stuff like that. It's just the norm now in that community. And so maybe it is a sign that society is shifting. Are they changed yet? No. By all means, absolutely not. Will we ever be normalized? Absolutely not. But if a small town can accept me as a mother, as a teacher, as everything else, and still accept me, then maybe there's some hope out there that the communities or the society has had an effect and change.
Hopefully. I would be curious to see how many people in your community would still talk shit about a sex worker they didn't know.
True.
Because like, oh, well, we know Victoria. She's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
We know what's in Victoria's heart.
Yeah.
Versus, whatever that random girl in LA is.
Yeah. No, and that's true too. That's true too. But if they know somebody that's in it and knows that they are just a person and it's not so taboo that they think, then maybe they can switch their vision.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping maybe I can just be like that small little like
the ambassador.
Not ambassador. I don't know about that big, but like maybe like a.
I'm trying to get you to run for state assembly.
You're right. Yeah,
you're going to be that ambassador.
A little needle in the haystack. I'm that little needle in the haystack.
I think your numbers say otherwise. That you're more than a needle in a haystack. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, maybe I don't know, but
you're selling yourself a little short there.
Really, I'm the little needle in the haystack. That is going to fermentate into great things.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Victoria, on that note, we are going to call last call on this motherfucker. We've been doing this for over 2 hours.
Nuh-uh, for real?
For reals.
Oh, shit.
So we're going to call last call. Before we get you out of here,
mm-hmm.
Where can they find you on the things?
At VictoriaPeaks.net.
Hell yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere I am, you're going to be able to find it on VictoriaPeaks.net.
And watch out. She may just fuck you.
Yes, watch out. That's my goal in life now. I'm going to fuck everybody in the world. So call me. DM me. Oh my God, I'm going to have so many emails later.
Your
Do
phone
it.
is
I love it.
your phone is going to gain physical weight from the amount of emails you're about to get.
I want some BBC gangbangs. Come on. Let me know.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
wear a mask. Just let them know.
Just let them know. But until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Drink up, motherfuckers. Cheers.